Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Rick Chenard, and I am with DSS Cloud Group, and I want to thank you for attending today's webinar. We're scheduled for 30 minutes, and I trust that still works for you. I'd like to start with a brief overview of DSS and then introduce Daniel Patterson from our partner Cirius, who will discuss how to securely manage information workflows in the digital enterprise. So DSS is based in Seattle, Washington, and we are a leading provider of premier cloud-based solutions to safeguard one of your most valuable assets, your data. At DSS Cloud Group, we only provide cloud-based solutions that enable organizations to streamline workflows by moving client data seamlessly and securely through the network while meeting regulatory compliance requirements to ensure sensitive information is protected. This is why we partner so closely with Cirius. Cloud solutions offer the simplicity of subscription services that are always up to date, easy to use, rapid to deploy, and cost effective. At DSS, we're focused on four main services: secure messaging to ensure your email is accessible and secure, managed services to proactively monitor your network 24/7, 365 to ensure data protection, network services to help keep your network running safely, and cyber insurance. A cyber insurance policy helps to offset costs involved with data recovery after a cyber-related security breach or a similar event. So to summarize DSS Cloud Group, we leverage our expertise in the technology industry to filter through the overabundance of cloud options to deliver proven cloud-based data protection solutions so customers like you can be confident sensitive data is protected, all the while working to provide a flexible and cost-effective payment structure. Okay, so today's webinar is based around secure messaging. As we know, email is integrated into nearly everything from business to banking to healthcare and beyond. As such, our email accounts are some of the most precious digital assets we have. So it should come as no surprise to most business owners that email is a primary focus for hackers in order to gain access to sensitive company data and information. So in recent years, we have heard the reports of thousands of email data breaches in the US and millions of records having been compromised. While email hacking is certainly not new, it has evolved in sophistication, and the risks are greater now that more of our communication is done digitally. So the purpose of today's webinar is to show a solution so you can take the steps to ensure you are not one of these statistics. That's why I'm so excited to have Cirius on our webinar today. So in case you're not familiar with Cirius, they are a leader in secure messaging, and in our view, one of the best. They have tens of thousands of customers, millions of users, and billions of emails using their platform. Cirius has been selected by many recognizable companies around the world who are focused on protecting sensitive data and gaining a competitive advantage. The advantage they get by leveraging the Cirius secure messaging platform. So now let me pass our webinar over to Cirius.
Hi, this is Daniel from Cirius, and today we'll be taking you through a secure messaging user experience demonstration. Cirius is a cloud-based secure messaging suite that allows users to securely collaborate with customers and colleagues, share messages, share files, request approvals on electronic documents, and much more. Cirius works right within Outlook, on your mobile device, in your web browser, and anywhere else that you use email. In this demonstration, we'll be taking the role of Derek at LTD National, communicating with Derek's customers, and showing off a few features and benefits of the secure messaging platform. Let's get started. LTD National uses Office 365, and Derek prefers to send and receive emails within Outlook 2016. The great thing about Cirius is it can be used with any cloud or on-premise email platform, as well as, again, within Outlook in your web browser or on your mobile device. In order to send a secure message or start a collaboration, Derek can click New Secure right from within Microsoft Outlook. On the right-hand side of the screen, you'll notice the delivery slip, which is a visual representation of a lot of patented Cirius technology. It's important to note that every single Cirius customer gets their own service with their own secure user community. That also means that the service is branded. You'll notice here LTD National's name and logo are at the top of the delivery slip on the new secure button and will be prevalent in every single interface that we go through. Unique branding, unique security policies, and full control over your users, who they are and what they can do. In this scenario, Derek needs to communicate with one of his customers, in this case, Jason. He also needs to CC his manager, Alice, so this message has to go to external and internal recipients. Derek needs Jason's approval on a document. He needs Jason to review a large file, and he also needs Jason to read some information that is quite sensitive in nature. So in this scenario, we're really solving 4 fundamental business problems. One, sharing sensitive nature with internal and external recipients, especially information that's governed by compliance regulations such as HIPAA. Tracking access to content and maintaining control over content at all times, number 2. Number 3, sharing a large file that is too big to send over regular email and SMTP. And number 4, acquiring and tracking approval on critical workflows. We've composed our message the same way that we've always done, and now we'll leverage the delivery slip to add some features such as control, tracking, as well as attach some files and assets to this message. You'll notice I can do all of this myself. I don't have to involve my IT department. Derek does not want Jason to be able to forward this message because it contains attorney-client privilege information, maybe it contains sensitive healthcare information, or maybe it reflects on the performance of his portfolio through some aggressive investing, and we certainly don't want that to be shown to anyone else. Maybe Derek is also concerned that Jason has an executive assistant that can review content in his mailbox or in any other cloud apps, so we can turn on confidential or for your eyes only. We'll leave those blank in this case. Now, Derek also needs to send a file, and this file is 200 megabytes in size, which is often too large for most email infrastructure. So we're going to go ahead and attach that to the delivery slip. We can add files of up to 5 gigabytes in size, send them right from Outlook, and we know that everything is sent secure. We can track it and we can control it. We also need Jason to approve a document, and we're going to leverage the electronic signature capability for this portion. Maybe we need his approval on expenses. Maybe we want to approve a quote before sending it out, or perhaps we need an electronic signature on an NDA, which we'll use in this case. Again, we can do all of this from the delivery slip. Everything that's sent through the Cirius platform is tracked and given a unique identifier, which is extremely important for audit and e-discovery purposes. By default, this tracking is always on and shared with all recipients on this message, so we'll leave that for now. We've composed our message, we've added our control. Let's go ahead and click send. Now, a lot of tasks are happening in the background, and most importantly, Jason has never received a secure message from LTD National before. We don't actually have to do anything, just click invite, and the platform in Cirius is going to take care of the registration on the other end. So here we've gone through an example of the internal user experience, sharing information with customers and colleagues. We'll flip over and run through a demo of the external end user experience and what your clients will do and see when communicating with Cirius. In this scenario, Jason uses Gmail messages, and you'll notice that he's received a few different messages from Derek at LTD National. We'll start with the registration invitation. In order to maintain security and in order to maintain control over all content and all assets shared through the platform, Cirius leverages a unique cloud architecture that requires each and every user to authenticate on the platform. This authentication is very seamless for external users and all automated so that they have to do as little as possible. Jason, as a client of LTD National, needs to authenticate on a branded LTD national portal. To do so, all he has to do is define the username and password. In this case, the username is his email address and his password is one that he has chosen. Now that Jason has successfully registered on the platform, he's automatically brought into the web app, which is a secure communication portal, very similar to online banking, where he can now receive, sign off on, and respond back to Derek or any other LTD national employees that send him messages. The first message he receives is an automated email containing some information and bullet points on how to use this platform. The second, of course, is the message itself from Derek asking him to review the content that's enclosed. You'll remember one of those files is a 200 megabyte zip file, which we can go ahead and download, but the other file is a document that requires Jason's electronic signature. Jason can go ahead and review and sign this document right from within the web app. Nothing to download, nothing to install. In this case, it's an NDA. If Jason's satisfied, in order to sign off, all he has to do is type in his name as was defined during the registration stage. Jason has the option to customize what his signature looks like, but in this case, we'll leave it as the default, and now we've executed a legally binding electronic signature, and this workflow has been completed. You'll notice forwarding has been disabled on this particular message because, of course, forward freeze was enabled when Derek sent the message. And you'll also notice that the delivery slip now reflects real-time tracking information. We can see here with absolute certainty that Jason has read this message, forwarding is disabled, and of course, Alice has not read this message. This information is available to everyone, Jason, Derek, and Alice. If Jason wants to reply back to Derek, he can easily do so from the web app, sending Derek a secure message, and then go about his day. Many features and functionality are available through the web app. Most importantly are the user management features, allowing Jason to change his password, update his information, edit his electronic signature, and access an online help portal. If Jason often receives secure messages from Derek or other users at LTD National, he can also bring this capability, the secure messaging and delivery slip capability, right into his own Outlook client, Microsoft Office 365 OWA, right into Gmail through a Google Chrome extension, or onto his mobile device using any of the apps and extensions listed here. We'll go back now to the internal user experience. Remember, we're Derek, we work for LTD National, and we've asked Jason to sign off on an NDA. We'll receive an automatic notification whenever any user signs a document, as you can see here. And of course, we'll also receive the reply that Jason had composed to us just a few minutes prior. So while all this information is encrypted and secure in transit and at rest, Derek has the ability to read and respond and collaborate right from Microsoft Outlook through the power of the add-in and the delivery slip. In this case, let's send another message to Jason. Communication is easy from Outlook, and we can even go into our sent items folder and review messages that have previously been sent. One of the challenges with traditional email platforms, of course, is the ability to know with 100% certainty when messages have been read, but also to influence and control messages even after they've been sent. The delivery slip gives us this capability and gives it right to end users instead of to the IT department. In this case, I know with 100% certainty that Jason has not yet read this message. I know that he cannot forward this message, and of course I know that he has not printed or deleted the message. The delivery slip also allows us to control and influence messages even after they've been sent. Picture a scenario where you've accidentally sent the right information to the wrong person or the wrong information to the right person. With email, you're out of luck, but with the delivery slip, we can actually recall this message, whether Jason has read it or not. In this case, we know he hasn't. We can tell him why we're recalling the message, or we can simply recall straight from the delivery slip. This message is instantly unavailable to any recipients that we have listed here on the delivery slip. And to prove it, we can go back to Jason, we can go to his secure inbox, and we can attempt to open this message, in which case we can't, and we have been notified that this message has been recalled. In summary, this has been a user experience demonstration through Microsoft Outlook, securely collaborating with external users, requesting approvals and e-signatures, leveraging tracking and control and message recall to be more productive, all in a secure cloud-based environment. Thanks for listening.
All right. Thanks a lot, Daniel. That was great. So just to recap, today we saw how Cirius can simplify, secure, and expedite the key elements of online collaboration and communication. We saw some key features, including delivery slip tracking, the ability to share large files securely, integration with existing email environments, and built-in e-signatures for easy and rapid approval. We also saw a branded environment to ensure the integrity of your organization is maintained so that at no time during the exchange will anyone think they are dealing with anyone but you. So that wraps up our webinar today. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about Cirius Secure Messaging. If you think Cirius is a solution that makes sense for your company, please let me know and I'll be happy to assist you in signing up for a 30-day trial. You can sign up for a minimum of 5 users and up to 100 users. So I'll remain on the call for a couple more minutes and answer any questions you have. If you don't have any other questions, thanks again for joining us today and have a great day.